Okay, so this is part two. If you are inside Ads Manager every single day, you're already behind. Maybe you're thinking about starting an AI assisted agency, or you already have one. And if you're paying a media buyer $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 a month, you're probably bleeding money. Now, I'm going to say something that probably will offend people in the agency space. You do not need a media buyer in 2026. You don't even need to be running your own ads. You need a system, because the highest paid agency owners right now, they're not optimizing ads. And beginners are doing this with no previous ads experience. What they're doing is they're building infrastructure. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I replaced a $150,000 per month media buying department with a $200 per month system, totally built by AI. And we get actually better results now. So let's talk about reality. Running ads is one of the most time-consuming, mentally draining parts of owning an agency. For those beginners thinking about this is going to save so much time, because so much time for agency owners is spent on creative testing, budget allocation, audience adjustments, scaling decisions, killing ads, refreshing creatives, checking performance, reporting. Most agency owners don't own a business. They own a high-stress job. And here's the part nobody talks about. When you hit scale, it actually gets worse. At 30 grand a month, you're stressed. At 100 grand a month, you're overwhelmed. And at 500 grand a month, you're managing managers, managing media buyers. That's what happened to me when I scaled from 71,000 a month to 2 million per month in 1 year, and then to 4 million per month 1 year after that. I was paying over 150,000 per month just to my media buyers. That's not including operations, not including sales, not including overhead. And here's what hit me. I built a machine that required experts to survive. That's actually fragile. And fragile businesses collapse. And that's exactly what happened to my business. My niche ended up crashing in 2023. And when my niche crashed, revenue dropped fast. I went from 4 million a month down to 1 million per month. And I had a decision to make: cut profit margins to save ego, or rebuild the infrastructure. So we asked a dangerous question. What if we remove the human media buyers entirely? Not reduce them, not outsource them, remove them. And this is what happened. We built an AI-driven ad system that does 3 things: writes ads, tests creatives, and number 3, optimizes automatically. Now let me explain what that actually means with the screen share. So here's what most people think running ads requires: expert copywriting, deep ad psychology, daily optimization, complex strategy. Here's what it actually requires now: input, creative volume, and automation. Inside our system, this is what we do. And this is our system up on the screen right now, built natively into Go High Level. And what we do is we load up to 30 to 50 creatives. As you can see here, I have a bunch of templates for all the different niches I target. And you can get all these templates and all these different systems built into your High Level as well. And basically what we do is we can have a tool that creates the ads for us inside here, or an external tool that we use that helps us write really good lead generation ads. And this example ad here is ad for a client in Canada that wants to sell heated gutters. And so we're putting all the creatives into this system built into High Level. And here's where things get really interesting. We add up to 50 images, 50 videos, and up to 50 ad copy variations. So we load up to these 30 to 50 ad creatives, images, videos, headlines, copy variations. We stack the campaign heavily upfront. Then we just simply flip on one button. So if you see that, that's the creative bank. That's where we load up all the creatives. And then we just flip on this button, which is called Optimize for Me. It's basically does everything for you. The AI scans performance signals across all the creatives. It cycles out underperformers. It scales the winners. It rotates fresh creative, and it reallocates the budget. It adjusts delivery, and it essentially acts like a hyper-focused media buyer that never sleeps, never complains, and never asks for a raise. And here's the key. It doesn't have an ego. It doesn't feel like something should work. It just follows data patterns. And the crazy part, beginners can now launch campaigns in minutes. You simply set up some templates for your niche, you launch them in 45 minutes, and you can launch a campaign in a day rather than weeks. You don't need to understand 10 years of ad strategy. You need to understand prompts and creative inputs. So let's talk numbers. I used to pay $150,000 per month to my media buyers. Now, this AI system costs about $200 per month for all of my clients, and I have hundreds of them. And we get better results, actually lower cost per lead, lower cost per appointment, not similar, better. Because AI does not get tired, it doesn't get distracted, it does not make emotional scaling decisions. So now instead of paying humans to manage complexity, We built simplicity. You just load up the campaign with a ton of creatives and the AI does the rest. This changes everything because when delivery becomes predictable, scaling actually becomes safe. Now you can scale to 100 grand a month, 500 grand a month, $1 million per month. Maybe if you're just getting started, you want to get to 30 grand a month so you can quit your job. Here's what this really does. It removes the biggest bottleneck in agency growth. You no longer need a senior media buyer. You no longer need experience. You no longer need a white label agency, a performance department, a full creative testing team. You become the architect. AI becomes the operator and the builder of it all because AI builds our ads too. That means you can handle more clients. You can scale without payroll panic. You can increase margins. You can actually sleep. And for beginners, this is the breakthrough. Because before AI, you had to be an expert marketer, an expert salesperson, a copywriter, a strategist, an optimizer. But now you need structure. You just need a system to do all this for you and collect $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per month on autopilot. And structure beats talent every single time. This is why I said in part 1, don't start an AI business. Rebuild your business so AI does the work. This is called an AI assisted agency or a business run by AI. This isn't about hype. This is about leverage. When delivery becomes automated, your time becomes available. And when your time becomes available, this simply means you can focus on what actually grows revenue, focusing on sales, focusing on getting more clients. So in part 3, I'm going to show you how I replaced a 250 person call center with AI appointment setters that actually booked 300 appointments for me last month for only $200. That's where this gets really unfair. If this shifted your perspective, subscribe below and like this video, follow me on the other socials, check out my VSL, check out my mastermind, which is a super low cost so you can get started in this business right away and get your first paying client within 30 days. Because the people who understand leverage first, win first. I'll see you on the next video in part 3.